What's going on, guys? A lot of people asked me to react to this Logan Paul clip. I went through and kind of watched the beginning and after, but this is like the meat of what everybody's like canceling Logan Paul over. He said that his friend, George Janko, needed a therapist for believing in Jesus. Now, obviously, I'm a Christian. I support everyone's right to say what they want about Jesus. I do not fault people for talking crap about him. Obviously, I disagree. Obviously, I wish they wouldn't, but they're more than free to do so. I think what's worse is that Logan Paul is just a bad friend. Not only is he trashing Jesus, which is kind of crappy in my opinion, but he's also just shaming his friend for believing in Jesus. You know, you're allowed to talk crap. You know, you're protected. Your speech is protected when you talk crap about Jesus Christ. But it just shows that you're kind of a crappy person when you're shaming supposedly your best friend for believing in Jesus.
I think you're so giant with your words, you really don't know what you step on when you say things. Like really, like, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way or trying to pull at you. I think that you have so much going on in your life and you're so like power driven that you will mow past your friends and family without knowing.
If I say something, I've said it intentionally.
And that
unless I'm drunk. But can you specific in your recollection of your memory right now? Can you give an example of
one that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus.
No,
that one hurt me.
No, I didn't. I said you need a therapist because Jesus isn't quite doing it for you, which is true.
No, you didn't. I won't stand down. No, you didn't.
You think I said you need a therapist because you believe in Jesus?
I checked you and I said, what did you just say to me? And you said, what did I say? And you stumbled. And you're like, I don't know. What would I say? And then you fumbled. Now, I'm not backing down from this.
It is common knowledge that you don't interpret reality like reality happens. Mm-hmm. And you heard that incredibly wrong. You think I said you need a therapist because you believe in Jesus?
What do I need a therapist for then?
Jesus isn't doing it for you. And I believe
what do I need a therapist for?
I don't believe you're as emotionally mature as you could be.
Then what do I need Jesus for? I mean, what do I need a therapist for?
To get you to level up.
In what?
Yourself.
In what category? So when you think George needs a therapist, what category am I falling under?
Emotional intelligence.
Me?
Yes.
I'm not emotionally intelligent. Could you pick a time and frame any day of our life?
Here's one. 3 weeks ago when you were sitting in that chair, you stormed off this exact podcast because you were upset about something a comedian said.
No, I was upset that I finally discussed.
Listen, I just answered your question. I'm not looking for rationalization about the thing. I just answered your question.
Also, so you said in the past that you like it when people storm off. So I asked you, if I get upset and I want to storm off, is it cool? And you said, absolutely.
Georgie, you left, bro.
I'm going to jump in under that one. I'm not sure that that's representative of emotional intelligence. What happens in content is content, bro. It could be entertainment. There's a million things that could happen there.
So should I cite another example?
I mean, you can. Yeah, I'm going to jump in occasionally as a guide here,
as a mediator.
Yes.
Also, like these type of conversations should be behind closed doors.
I think every single person on this planet could really benefit from therapy.
I agree. And what did I say? I said, yeah, I would love that. And I think
it would be great for you. I really do.
No, I agree, but I don't think saying. Even, okay, hypothetically, say you truly did in your heart feel like I needed a therapist.
Which I do.
Okay, but that was the first time we ever brought it up. Do you feel like bringing my higher power or something that I fall in love with to use an example for failing me to use as leverage for me to get a therapist? Do you think that is something a loving human being would say to somebody?
I love you, and I don't think Jesus is evolving you in a way that you could be.
Oh, sheesh. I don't know if Logan Paul's in a place to lecture George Janko, who's actually a Christian who believes in Jesus Christ, about how he should go about his relationship with Jesus. You know what I'm surprised? I'm surprised that so many people are getting on Logan Paul's case for saying this. It's kind of restoring my faith in humanity that both people who are even atheists and agnostics are even getting on Logan Paul for saying, yo, man, like, you're more than free to talk about Jesus, but you're just kind of being a crappy friend if you're shaming your friend for being a Christian, you know, and saying, you know, Jesus isn't doing enough for you. Jesus is doing more than enough for everybody, of course, that's a Christian, but sometimes you do need help. Sometimes you do need therapy, and that's okay. From what he's describing, from what Logan Paul's saying, it sounds like he's trying to say, look, man, Jesus, he's just not really doing anything for you. You need a therapist.
That's fine to say that, yes.
It's coming from a place of love. I want you to be the best person that you could possibly be, and for what I've examined and witnessed in your behavior, I don't think the prayer is doing enough. I think actual conversation with a medical professional will help you learn and discover a lot more about yourself that may open up a bit more wavelengths in your brain to become the person that you want to become.
Got you. Now, here's my other question. Did anyone here in this room at all, realistically, know I was going through something?
When?
Mike.
I did.
When the 2 years that I had the hardest years of my life was this past 2 years. Did anybody here know this?
If you didn't tell anyone, how would we know that?
Well, one, I call every one of you guys and check in on you. No one checked in on me. Mike, you checked in on me the first time I called you. Yes, I'm going through things. And I will admit, Mike consistently checked in on me afterwards. The only person that was there wasn't family, wasn't friends, wasn't coworkers. It was my Jesus Christ. And he's the one that...
Not even your girl, Belle?
Belle didn't know.
So, Georgie, are you...
There's some people that can't express,
you
bro.
Like you're asking for a babysitter. You're 29.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you can't knock something that I gone through and helped save me.
I'm not knocking that.
But you don't know the steps that I took. And there's a lot of people, I believe that the Bible would weigh more than a therapist. And that's my belief. I truly believe that. Because I believe there's a lot more wisdom in the Bible than a human being that's dealing with their own drama could give me pointers on. Do I feel like it's pointless to have a therapist? Absolutely not. That's why
there's probably merit in that. And I think I agree with you. I do. Leaving the Bible up for interpretation, which it is, people are going to read it differently, right?
Yeah.
So while it may be really beneficial for you, way more beneficial than a therapist, it might not be for someone else. That one-on-one conversation with another human, a practice that has been proven to work.
Not for everybody.
Not for everyone.
Same as faith doesn't work for everybody.
Correct.
Everybody's going to find a practice that works best for them.
I know, and I know George, and I know very well.
Yeah.
And I know you could benefit a lot from a therapist.
Okay. And noted. I do feel like, and no disrespect to anybody, I think when it comes to emotional intelligence, I think I'm the smartest one here. When it comes to emotional intelligence. I'm sorry. And I will say this confidently in front of all of you guys.
I'm happily willing to bow out.
I know when it comes to emotions, I'm the first one to notice things and handle things, and I privately handle things. I've had private conversations with many people who I will not mention. I've had private conversations with your family members I will never mention.
Emotional intelligence in what vertical, though? That's my question.
Wait. No. Because what you said, I'm sorry, doesn't matter. This isn't like a measuring emotional intelligence contest.
No, bro, you brought it up.
Like, what's the point of saying that?
The point is you brought it up that I needed it for that, and I feel like that is actually my strongest suit in life.
I'm not
my
saying
emotional intelligence.
You're emotionally unintelligent. I'm saying I think you lack in that vertical from where you could be.
Okay.
Makes sense?
It does. But also,
I feel like Logan Paul is trying to force therapy on somebody who doesn't want therapy. The thing is, if you don't want therapy, then therapy's not going to work for you because it's therapy. You know, if you don't want therapy, then therapy's not going to work for you, you know? And if you think that God can get you through it, then let God get you through it through prayer. But that's something that Logan Paul will never understand because he doesn't believe in God. They went on to talk about homosexuality in the Bible before and after this and like who believes going to hell and who's not. This is kind of a longer thing that happened. What I took away from it is Logan Paul is not coming off as a good friend in this video, and it's disappointing. Seems like he's taking a few steps back, and it seems like Logan Paul tries not to get canceled ever since the Japan incident. He didn't want to mention he was going to Qatar for the World Cup because he was afraid of backlash from that, but he thought it was okay to shame his friend for being a Christian. People are checking him on it, and I think that's okay. Is like saying, hey man, you're just not really a good friend if you're shaming your friends for believing in God. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think it's a great showing for Logan Paul, but he'll get over it.